Welcome back, everybody, to Undead Legacy. This is the Zombie Metropolis series, and I am an old guy at gaming, and in this episode, we're going to continue working on the Horde base. It's getting close. It's definitely going to be done by Horde 91. So I've done a lot of stuff off camera. We have more steel cooking up. I've mined a whole bunch of iron because we need a whole bunch of steel. I've made the 6 hatches that we're going to need, so we're going to put those in place and get them upgraded. So this is all the steel that I currently have. Wow, that gets us pretty heavy, doesn't it? What we might need to do... Oh, I got a bunch of wood in my inventory. No wonder I'm so heavy. Let's put this here. And then we'll move it back up here. So I'm starting to see more and more... in there. I just finished playing some Valheim, and so Valheim uses a control click to transfer stuff. 7 Days uses shift click, so I'm always getting those mixed up between the two games. Anyway, I'm starting to see a lot of spawns happen right up here on the platform. And so I had a cop spawn in right at the beginning of Horde Night. I was still here because I was trying to finish a couple things up really quick. It used to be that I could stay up here even when the Horde Night started and do a couple things before I went to fight them. It wasn't a big deal. But now they're actually spawning up here. And, oh, you know what? It looks like we lost our artisan's bench. Oh, man, that sucks. Okay, well, case in point. I had a cop that came in and spit, so he did a bunch of damage. And then... also had, okay, right click. Yeah, I'm like totally in Valheim mode here. I also had another zombie. Oh shit, I didn't want to do that. Doggone it. Oh, I hate it when that happens because steel is so expensive. Come and start banging on the door, and apparently they must have clipped through the wall and broke this too, because when I came back over here when Horde Night was over, this door was severely damaged, and I had a lot of damage on the house. You can see that I still have damage with the bulletproof glass and I need to make some bulletproof glass to fix that. So what I'm thinking about maybe doing up here is setting up a turret to help me, protect the house. I do have that one turret that we have. There's a couple more spots that I want to fix up, but I don't want to do it with steel in my inventory because I'll probably screw that up again. And so, yeah, that's something that's... I'm not necessarily going to do that right away. I really need to not be over here when the Horde Night starts, but sometimes, time gets away from me and that sort of thing. And again, like I said, I used to be able to do that and get away with it, but not anymore. So let's see. We're going to put these vault hatches in, and we're going to do some points. I've got a whole bunch of points that I've gotten from all the building and the last couple of little Horde Nights that I've done. A total of 8 points, in fact. So let's go ahead and look at those right now. We want to get salvage ops all the way up, so this requires intellect 7. And then we can get salvage operations all the way up, which is really good. I want to also get demolitions maxed out because we are going to be using explosives in the new Horde base. We've already got living off the land maxed out. Meticulous Packer we want to put some points into. And here again, submachine guns. However, submachine guns is the lower priority. So I think what I'm going to do now is... Let's see, we got 3 points left. Let's go ahead and put another point into here. We could put 2 more points in there actually, but yeah, because we have an effective 7. What's given the nerdy glasses, which we're always going to have on during the Horde Night for the XP anyway, at least until we've maxed out. We're getting close to being maxed out. Assuming that Undead Legacy stops at level 200 like the vanilla game does. At least I think it still does. I haven't actually gotten that high in such a long time that I can't remember for sure. Well, I think what's going to probably help us the most for here and now is more of this. So let's put another... Oh, that still gives us 1 point left. Okay. So let's just go ahead and... we need 2 points to get 7, don't we? All right. robotics inventor. You know, if we are going to use... Oh, this is portable turrets. Yeah, okay, that's portable turrets. That's not like... I don't think that's normal, like, powered turrets. I mean, that wouldn't be a bad thing to put points into either, but that's, like, pretty low priority for me right now. So maybe we'll just sit on this point and focus on getting intellect up to 9. I might not take it all the way to 10 because, you know, we wear our nerdy glasses like 95% of the time. The only time I take them off is if we're going to, you know, put the lucky looters on just temporarily, or if we're going to put night vision on. And there's not really anything in here besides, I guess, these two things that would still affect potentially night vision, but it's not real significant if it drops from 5 to 4 temporarily. I don't know if that made sense to you guys. It made sense in my mind. So anyway, the point being that we'll definitely get to 9 on intellect, so that we can max everything else out that we want to do, and then I'll decide if it's worth it to put points into 10. It probably isn't. I'm thinking it probably isn't. All right. So also, just want to let you guys know, you know, I've just been really busy in real life with my job. I've been having to work late the last few days, and also over the last weekend, my audio board, the power supply blew up in it. Like literally, well, not exploded, blew up, but burned out. There was smoke, the smell of burnt electronics. It wasn't a pretty sight. So that kind of put me behind too, because then I had to come up with a new audio solution for the interim until I get a new board. I'm supposed to get a new board on Monday, on the 22nd, I think it is. My new board will come in, and then, you know, I'll have to get that all set up. So that all that stuff together has made it so that I haven't, you know, I've kind of been a little bit delayed on getting the videos out. So just want to let you know that. Hopefully it's all temporary and we can get back to a normal thing going forward. All right, so let's go down to the tunnel. Actually, before we do that, let's grab some coal powder. And I want to get all of the current iron out of here and convert that to steel, because we're gonna need it. Oh, I guess I didn't need the coal powder, did I? Okay, so let's just make as much of that as we can. I started a new strip mine over here, right here, an iron strip mine, because down in my main mine, you know, the iron is kind of high up and a little bit of a pain to get to. The nice thing about the strip mine is I can park the Hummer right next to it, and then, you know, fill up, go put it in the Hummer, go back down, fill up, go put it in the Hummer, and that sort of thing. And it's just a little bit faster. So anyway, all right, so we've got a little bit of steel. What's our weight at? Yeah, we can take a little more. Can we take all of this steel? Yeah, we can. Let's take 4 more pieces so we have an even 250, so we can, you know, keep upgrading. We got the hatches, and I think we're good to go. So let's head on down to our tunnel here. So yeah, the horde base is coming along really good. I'm oh, actually, we need to actually go through the front door now, because I've got it blocked off with the quarter blocks. I put those in place, but those are going to need to be upgraded. I am bringing concrete. Well, not very much. I should have brought a little more than that, but this should be good enough. I got to thinking about the extractors, the ore extractor and the oil extractor, and I gotta be honest with you, I'm not very impressed with them. The reason being is because they're very expensive to make, A. B, they take a long time to cycle, and C, they don't really give you that much. I think, you know, considering how expensive they are to make, they should give us more than what they do. So that's my opinion, and I'm sharing it with you. Okay, so let's get the hatches in first. How much steel do I have? I have 250. Well, we can still upgrade the floor even with the hatches in place later. So let's get the hatches in first. So here's the way we're going to do this is we're going to want to put the hatches like this. Yeah, just like that. So that they open that direction. So what'll happen is the zombies will come in, they'll stand right here in both of the electric fences as they're trying to break through to get to us. At least that's the theory. Hopefully that theory is going to be correct. Okay, so we'll put this one there. That one can go there. We should still be able to get it through here. Yeah, to get that upgraded. Okay, so good. I also, one of you guys told me in the comments, and thank you very much for reminding me of this, that I can use the truck engine or the plane engine in the generator. So that I actually have the truck engine in the generator right now. And I set up a battery bank too. So let's get these upgraded to reinforce, and then we'll upgrade them to steel later. Now I did test it. I can still, when I'm standing on the other side of this block, I can still reach the blade trap to repair it. So that's all still good. Okay, now let's take the rest of our steel and let's get these fully upgraded. I'm not expecting them, I'm expecting the horde to probably by the end of, or towards the end of the night, break through all of these, because my hordes are just really bad right now. But, they should buy us a lot, between those and the electric fence posts, they should buy us a lot of time. So my guess is, if everything goes well, okay, if everything goes well, I expect that the majority of the horde night will be over by the time they get to the blade trap. And then if, once they do get to the blade trap, then our main job is just to keep it repaired. And as long as we can keep it repaired, it's just going to shred anything that comes in here. I don't know if this will set off a demo. If it does, then that's not going to be good. But we'll have to just play that one by ear, I guess. Okay, so let's get the rest of the floor upgraded to steel here with the rest of the steel that we have. Sounds like we got a zombo stuck in the terrain up there. I had a little bit more of the building collapse too as I was continuing to build, but not enough to really worry too much about it. Okay, and then let's get that done. So everything in this room now is upgraded to steel. It's possible down the road that we'll also upgrade everything to... I'm going to hit these two with steel. I mean, the zombies can't technically get in there, but let's just do it anyway. I might eventually upgrade at least part of this base to stainless steel too, but from going from steel to stainless steel is so expensive. It's just unbelievably expensive. So if we did that, we would start with, the compartment that we're standing in first before we did anything really out here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get all this upgraded to reinforced. And then we'll continue getting the entrance upgraded here to steel. It's very important that the entrance stays intact for us, because if this breaks, then it could screw up their pathway to us. We want to make sure that they always come towards us down this way. And we might actually test this out on one of the little horde nights when it, if it's ready before day 91. So maybe on day 90, we might test it out on a little horde night and just make sure it's going to actually work the way I hope that it'll work. We also have to do a little bit of work over here too. So inside of here, I want to make sure this is all steel, but I want to make sure this is fully repaired, and I might even fill in some blocks on both sides, just so we have a triple wide thing of blocks over our head. If we do that, we're going to have to dig around the other side through the through the ruined terrain too, which we can do. That's not going to be a big deal. Is this steel down here? No, that's... Oh. That... What? Clay brick. Okay, yeah, I was thinking this was... This is like just normal... Like level 1 concrete. We're definitely going to have to get that upgraded. Okay, so yeah, that's something else I have to work on too, of course, before the Horde Night actually starts. Because the zombies can get, and sometimes will get in here, as you can see, to try and get at me from the other way. So we want to make sure that they only come through the path, this pathway here. That's the key, you know, the key to this particular design being successful. All right, let's go back around to the other side now, and there's still some more things we need to do on the other side where we are going to be, and we'll grab another batch of another batch of steel whilst we're at it. Now, if the timing works out for us, is she dead? I think so. If the timing works out for us, I want to I want to see if we can go out and farm up some brass, because we need we're going to need quite a bit of bullets. You may have noticed that I've went back to my legendary, or I keep saying legendary, superior AK, and the reason for that is because I can make armor piercing 7.62s. I cannot make armor piercing 5.56s. And this is my most powerful 7.62 gun. Now I do have a green M60, but it doesn't do as much damage per shot as this guy does. And plus, you know, it's going to burn through the ammo more quickly. So we're going to go back to the AK and use armor piercing 7.62s for the Horde Night and see how well that goes. Okay, let's jump up here for a minute and go get some more steel, and then we'll come down through the tunnel on our end and continue doing some stuff. Okay, so now we can carry 300, but I also want to... Here, let's take some steroids. I want to take some more concrete down there, too. Are you still... Yeah, you guys are making concrete. Okay, let's actually grab what they currently have in here and keep the concrete going. Let's close the door. Sometimes they get up here, so I don't want them sneaking up behind us. What are we doing? We're making concrete. That's what we're doing. So we'll just get another batch of this going and keep that cooking up for us as well. And then we're going to grab this concrete, maybe half of it. Can we carry it? Yeah, we can. And take that down there with us too. And then also, let's grab this next little batch of steel and turn that again into steel plating. Expensive, man, expensive. Okay, let's head on back down through the tunnel the other direction. Oh, no, don't fall off the ladder, doggone it. I'm not paying attention here. Shut up. I also made this tunnel 3 blocks high because when it's 2 blocks high, sometimes your head gets stuck on the roof of the tunnel. That way we can sprint through it. Okay, so on this end, I still haven't decided what I'm going to do here. If it's going to be worth my while to, you know, create a pit. It probably is, but that's going to be one of the last things we'll do, because I mean, if the zombies get so far that they're going to break through here, we're in big trouble anyway. And what it might probably end up being instead is, you know, if they get to this last set of blocks, I'm probably going to run at that point anyway. And you know, those last set of blocks should buy me enough time to get away. Let's get this upgraded to steel here. But I still haven't decided for sure. We might still do that. We'll see. Now, I'm also filling in these blocks, you know, that are kind of in my area. I'm filling in more blocks there just to discourage the AI from trying to dig around to get to us. Because I was afraid if I left that open, or even just left it dirt, if they did decide to try and get to me via another route, which they shouldn't, but they could, you know, we need lots of concrete between us and them, essentially. And again, if I notice that they're starting to do that, that probably means we need to start thinking about getting the hell out of Dodge. Okay, so for steel upgrades, let's go ahead and get that upgraded to steel. I don't think we need to do any of the rest of this back here, but what we do want to do is get everything above us to steel, you know, at least a little ways back. So, you know, if I'm up here, right, the zombies aren't going to try and dig down to the floor back here. So I don't think we need to upgrade that to steel, but probably, you know, at least we want to get it to steel, you know, where it's still fairly close to us. And yeah, you know what? Let's just take it back this far. That might be a little more than we really need to do, but we're going to do it anyway, just to be on the safe side. And again, this is just to prevent the zombos from up above us trying to get down and to us from up above. We might want to also do like just this section too. That's going to be covered in concrete, so I'm not too worried about that. Okay, those are ready to upgrade. We just have to wait for those to cure there. Again, this area right here, I don't think we need to upgrade to steel. We got our 2 points, so let's go ahead and put that into intellect 7. Okay, good deal. And now, I guess the rest of the upgrading that we need to do just needs to be on the front end there. And of course, these blocks here. And then, again, I've got to decide if I'm going to... let's hit that too. I got to decide if I'm going to, you know, dig this pit down here or not. But that's, again, not something I have to decide immediately. Okay. I know that's open there, but, I mean, you know, I can't imagine we would ever get any cop spit through there. I could maybe see the zombies trying to hit through there, but they're going to be dealing with the blade trap that whole time. So, yeah, we need to get out of here because those mofos are just doing more damage, and we still have to get repairs going up there. Little son of us, man. All right, well, I think what I'm going to do is cut the camera here, you guys. I'm going to finish upgrading the rest of the corridor to steel. And once that's done, we're going to be pretty darn close to being ready to go, I think. And then, then, like I said, we'll test it out on a little horde night just to make sure that the zombies path correctly. Because that's very important. If they don't, then, you know, this base isn't going to work at all. So we've got to confirm that they're going to path correctly on a horde night. And if that goes well, oh man, we lost some crops up here. Doggone it. Yeah. That sucks. It is what it is, though. Anyway, yeah, if it goes well on the little horde night, then we'll try it on the big horde night and see what happens. And then the next thing I need to do is I need to focus on getting some brass. So maybe what I'll do is I'll bring you back at that point, and we'll just go do some POIs with the specific intent in mind of finding as much brass as we can. All right, so I'll bring you guys back in a little bit. All right, guys, we are back, and it's almost time for a little horde to start. And I think the base is far enough along for me to at least start the little horde and just see if they path down here. We're not 100% done, but we're pretty doggone close. So what I have left to work on basically on the base is that I have to finish filling in these blocks here. So working on that. And I have a little bit more work to do up above too, with just filling in a few more blocks and reinforcing things up at the top. And then, figure out again what I'm going to do here. I suppose, there's no harm in me digging this hole here and, and putting a door in just as, let's think about this. Well, we don't have time to think about this. We'll do it in a bit. Let's turn this guy on. And, okay, so we can reach our blade trap from here if we need to repair it, and I do have some steel. I'm not planning on doing the entire horde night in here. I just want to make sure that the zombos are going to actually path down here. The only way I can really test that is with an actual blood moon horde. So I cleared some area up above for if the zombies happen to spawn on that side of the building, they can very clearly get through here to path down to us. So the question is, are they going to come and path down to us, or are they going to just try and break through the ceiling to get to us? They have a clear path to get to us, but it doesn't sound like they're coming down here. I wonder if, yeah, they're trying to come from the top. Okay, I wonder if it has something to do with these 2 blocks here. So let's quickly break those out and see if we remove these, then they'll come around the other way. If they don't, then we might have to scrap this plan, unfortunately. Okay, so now let's see if they path down here, now that I removed those 2 blocks. That doesn't bode well, does it? They're still trying to get through us from up there instead of coming down through the path that way. Oh, that's disappointing. That is really disappointing because this isn't going to work. There's no way this is going to work on the big horde night. I wonder if something got patched from before, because, this design used to work. I've seen it work before in Alpha 19, but it doesn't seem to be working now. Do hatches not work anymore? Is that what the deal is? Shit, this sucks. Alright, well, we better not stick around too much longer because they're going to be doing some major damage up there. The only... See, he's down there. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they should be able to get down through there. I did put a 45 block at the entrance there. I wonder if that is somehow blocking them from coming down through here. Maybe I should remove that. I mean, I can walk down it, no problem, but maybe it's screwing up the AI some way. Oh, shit. Okay, well, it's either that or it's the hatches. I mean, I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else would be causing the issue. But we got to get back to our normal base now, because if we stay too much longer, they're really going to tear the crap out of the top of things. So my guess is that it's either the hatches or it's that little 45-degree block that I put at the entrance that's making this not work. So I guess what I'll do is I'll remove that 45 at the front and maybe even just make sure the opening is even a little bit more clear. I mean, they should be already be able to get down there, but if that doesn't work, we can test it out again on day 88. If that doesn't work, then I don't think we can do this design, which is super disappointing because it's taken me a lot of time and resources to set it up. But, you know, if that's what it is, then that's what it is. All right, let's turn this on. And we are not using the sledgehammer on you, buddy. All right, well, what I think I'm gonna do is I'll finish out the little horde night tonight. I'll make a couple modifications to the big horde base tomorrow during the day. Basically, just, you know, make sure that the opening is nice and wide and open so they can get down there, you know, no problem. And then I suppose what we could do is, well, I guess we need to try it that way. And if it doesn't work that way, then the only other thing I can think of is that we can't use the hatches anymore, which makes things exceedingly more dangerous. But, you know, even without the hatches, if I can get in the path down there, they're still going to have to deal with 12 electric fences and me shooting at them before they even get to the blade drop, so it could still work. I just got to figure out why they're not pathing down there. I hope that, here again, it's just that 40, you know, I put an upside down 45 at the top, or at the front entrance, because if that's a full block, then even I can't get down there without crouching. But as a 45, I can walk straight down it, so I figured the AI could too, but maybe they can't. So hopefully that's all it is. Next best thing, of course, again, would be that the trapdoors don't work in that setup. And if that doesn't work either and they still won't path down there, then we can't use that base. That's all there is to it, which really sucks. But we'll see what happens. All right, you guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and I think I'll just cut the camera here, and then I'll bring you back at the start of tomorrow's little horde night with those changes, and we'll see, you know, if they make a difference at all. Okay, so I'll be back tomorrow night. All right, guys, I'm back, and it is 1900 hours on the next day, and this is my iron strip mine that I've been mining up a whole bunch of iron and a couple other things too. I just killed off a huge screamer horde, so I got some infection and stuff going on there. So this is my third trip back to the iron mine today. And in between, I've been, you know, making steel and going back down to the horde base and repairing and shoring up and modifying and that sort of thing. So I'm hoping that the removal of that block out in front was what we needed to do to get this to work. Let's go look at that first, and then we'll go up to the base, get another batch of steel going, and then we'll come down here and give it another shot. So basically what I did was I had another block. This block here was another block in back towards this way. And the reason, the more I think about it, the reason I think maybe that was what the issue was is because there was a zombie that was kind of here, but he wasn't coming through. He was just kind of meandering around here, and I could only see his feet. So that's what led me to believe that maybe this is what was blocking him. So they have a lot more room now to get over here. They have a clear path from the other side of the building, so they can just run over here. This was where they were trying to, I have to get some steel for this, where they were actually trying to break in at me, because this is where I'm standing underneath here. So we got to get that all shored up. We've got an abrasion, it looks like. Let's fix that now. So yeah, I've done some work in here too, repaired and some of these blocks, because they were also trying to get at me through here, and you know, in the process of starting to convert that to steel as well. We're like really heavy, yeah, because we got all that iron in our inventory. Okay, so let's head on back up to the base, get this next batch of iron cooking up. I can only haul about 3,000 iron at a time in my vehicle. Too much more than that, and it slows me down. And of course, if you put too much, you can encumber your vehicle just like you can encumber yourself, to the point where it won't move at all. Oh shit, nice little spin out there. to where, you know, you can't move it at all. So shut up, Screamer. Screamers are just all over the place. All right, let's see if we can kind of lead them off over this way, away from the building. Come on, you morons. Okay, so let's go back around this way. Ditch these guys. Kind of running out of time here, but again, you know, the test for tonight is not to do the entire little horde in the new base. It's just to make sure that they're actually going to path down there, because, you know, I don't want to try and do the whole horde and then have to repair everything all over again for the big horde. So that's kind of the situation. Okay, so we'll back up right there. We're gonna have to deal with this guy. Is he dead? I think so, yeah. Alright, let's jump up here. And I want to grab everything out of here, except for we need to put some of this gasoline back. I want to take 2 cans of gas with me down to the generator, just to make sure we have plenty. Of course, we have the battery bank too, so we should be fine, even if we did run out of gas. But here again, those Jennies are just, they're not using gas like they're supposed to. It's really weird. But they're not, so, I mean, you know, it's not supposed to be that way, but because it is, we can run a generator for a very long time on a very small amount of gas. Okay, let's put this stuff away in here. We don't have a lot of time, so we got to kind of hustle here. Put that stuff in there. Put this stuff in here. I got a whole bunch of crap I need to organize too, but I've been working so hard on trying to get ready for, you know, this base ready, that I haven't really taken any time to organize anything or anything like that. It's not a high priority right now. All right, let's pop a steroid. And it'll take us 4 trips, I think, to get all of this. Yeah, I think we should be able to carry 800. Yeah, we can. A little slow, but not too bad. Let's drop that in the transfer crate and then get the other ones real quick. And then, like I said, we'll do the next batch of steel and then head on down there and see if the pathing works this time. Did I see a zombie on the other side of the house? Whoops. I put that in. Wait, what did I just do? I put it all into my inventory, didn't I? Yeah. Did I see a zombie over here? No, I guess not. I mean, they can spawn up here, so it's definitely a possibility. Made up a little bit more meat stew as well, because I've just been eating nothing but blueberry pie, which is fine, but meat stew's a little bit better. And we need to do some hunting here fairly soon too, because I'm really low on meat. In fact, probably darn near out of meat now that I think about it. Okay, let's close that door. And we'll grab this wood and this iron, and we're going to put half of this in here. And, oh, actually, hold on a sec. Let's grab some coal dust. My fingers are getting ahead of myself here. Okay, so first thing we want to do is take all the current iron that we have in here and half of this and make steel, and then make more iron with the new stuff that we brought in. Let's do the same thing here. So steel first, and then iron. Oh, I put it all in here, didn't I? Let's take half Wait, are those? Yeah, those are steel ingots. Yeah, this is what I need. I'm like totally getting confused here. Okay, so now we're gonna need to put some more fuel in. Not gonna need that much. Okay, so this is... What is this? Steel. Okay, we want that to keep going. Turn on. Wait, is that steel? No, I think that was iron. Or was it steel? I don't know. Yeah, it was steel. Okay. And then we'll make this into iron. No, not that. We want to make sure we're using the one with using the iron or not the one that's using the scrap. Okay, I don't know. I still probably screwed that up, but it's close enough. Okay, so we need about 42-ish minutes of burn time. Oh my goodness, that's way more. Here, let's just keep it at 54. Okay, and then you... I really screwed this up. All right, slow down for just a second, old guy. Good gravy. Okay, so we're not making any iron in here. What we need to do is cancel that. Put half of this in here. Start this again. Now grab this. Go here. And then do the other half in here. There we go. That's what I meant to do in the first place, but did not do a very good job of it. All of the current steel ingots we're going to convert right on into plating. And then let's put this wood back here. And then I think the last thing I need to double check is, does this have enough burn time? So this has 26 minutes. We need, yeah, it's got more than enough. And this has more than enough too, but we don't have time to screw with it. In fact, we have got to get going. We are like super late. Okay, so let's grab this steel for repairs and half of this iron. Maybe not even quite that much. We're going to need some electrical parts. Because we're going to just run back to the normal horde base after we start things up and verify that stuff is working. Okay, we gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go. Let's do it. I got that gasoline with me, right? Yeah, 2 cans. Okay. So yeah, hopefully this will work. They'll path down there, and we'll be golden for tomorrow. And then all I'll have left to do down here is just reinforce and a few more things with some steel, and then we'll be ready to go. Maybe dig that pit that I'm still undecided about if it's even worth bothering with or not. Okay, let's turn this. No, let's refuel this. Okay, we'll turn it on. And I think I've finished. Yeah, I finished filling all of that in there. So yeah, let's see what happens here. Hopefully they'll path down here, and then if they do, then I'll be feeling pretty good about tomorrow's prospects. If they don't, well, when I say tomorrow, I mean day 91 actually. If they don't, the next step is to close the hatches on day 89's little horde. If that doesn't work, then we're out of luck. But I do have a plan B that I've come up with, but I'm not going to share that with you unless we have to use it. So, all right, let's just wait here for 10, 11, 12 more in-game minutes, and then see what happens when the Horde Night starts up. Okay, here we go. It doesn't sound good. They're still just trying to break through to me up there. All right, well, then the only other thing I can think of is that it's got to be the hatches. The hatches don't work anymore. I can't think of any other reason why they wouldn't be coming. Okay, well, I don't want them tearing shit up really bad up there, so yeah, that's the last test, is the hatches. So tomorrow I'll close the hatches, and then we'll try it again, and if they come down the corridor, we're good. If they don't, then this whole design is a bust, and that's very unfortunate for all the time and resources I've spent on this thing. Really unfortunate, but what can you do, right? What can you do? But like I said, I do have a plan B, and I will reveal that plan B to you guys on day 90 if the test on 89 doesn't work. But let's go ahead and wrap up this episode here. I'm just going to do the little horde night as usual. And, oh, we do have a couple of points, too. Let's do that real quick before I let you guys go. So we have a total of 4 skill points. We're working on intellect, so let's get intellect to 9. I have an effective 10 with my nerdies. I'm not going to put 3 points into here for now because I wear my nerdy glasses, 95% of the time anyway. So the next thing we will do is we will get demolitions maxed out. We will get meticulous packer maxed out. And then we'll probably throw points into machine guns after that. So that is the plan. You son of a... Alright guys, well thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And if you did, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment, share out the video. Then we'll catch you in the next episode. Bye-bye. Go away, Screamer.